Before we start working on color correction and color grading, there is something very important I need to bring to your attention is the concept of color correction versus color grading. Color correction is a science, is a method, is a technique if you like, where you bring your colors into balance, where you make sure your whites are really white and the black are really black and the color in between have a good balance. And the main goal of color correction is to make the image look correct, to look as natural as possible. Let me show you an example. This is how we got this video from the camera. With the correct color correction, this is how it's supposed to look. Now all the colors are balanced, the whites are whites and the blacks are blacks. Now when it comes to color grading is an art. Its goal is to give a new look, a feeling, according to what you want to portray in your video. It's about adding to your story. Just imagine that you have a comedy movie graded like a horror movie with these dark colors and these bluish impersonal colors. So it doesn't work. And if you have a horror movie graded nicely like a comedy, with these bright colors, you will never have the right feelings. So there is quite a difference between color correction and color grading. We want to start developing your skills for color correction, meaning how to balance all the colors within the image, get the whites to be real white and the blacks to be real blacks. And I will show you several methods. When you get this correctly and you have the right colors for the image as they are supposed to be, you can move on and start putting your own mood or the mood that is supposed to happen within the video. When you're working with color correction, there are three terms that you need to get used to and get very familiar with. It is highlights, midtones, and shadows. If you look at this image, the highlights will be the bright colors within your image. For example, this area here on the right, or even his face, you notice it has some highlights and the white here, it's highlights. The shadows are the dark area within your image. For example, the glasses over here, the spots that you can see, these are all the shadows or shallows. And the midtones is everything that comes in between the highlights and the shallows. In any color correction software, at least a respectable one, always have tools that will control the highlights and the midtones and the shallows independently. Meaning you can brighten the shallows or you can darken the highlight, for example, and control the brightness of the midtones. You also have tools to change the brightness of the colors within the highlights or the shadows or the midtones independently. So highlight, midtones, and shadows are the three terms that are very important within color correction. Scopes. When you're doing color correction, you usually don't rely on what you see on your monitor, unless your monitor is 100% calibrated and it's a professional one, and also your room has the right colors and your lights are the right lights. So it's a kind of big setup. But you can do very good color correction using those scopes. If you come over here, if you have the keyframe highlighted, please highlight the scopes. The parade will appear. If you click on the four arrows here, you will expand these scopes. Now you have four kinds of scopes. You have the parade, the waveform and the histogram, and you have the vector scope. In learning how to read your scopes, the most important thing is the highlights, shadows, and midtones. Remember we did that in the previous lecture. Within the parade and the waveform, your highlights are on top over here. Okay, these are the whites or your white colors. The top line is pure white. On the bottom here, you have your shallows. This is the dark colors in your image. And the last line here is pure black. In the waveform is the same. You have your highlights on top and you have the shallows on the bottom and the midtones are in the middle. Top line is pure white and the last line here at 0 is pure black. The histogram operates differently. On the left here at 0, it's your shadows. And on the right at 100, it's your highlights. And in between are the midtones. The vector scope is about the saturation of the color or how much color you have within your image. And it has the primary colors, that's red, green, and blue, and the secondary colors, that is yellow, magenta, and cyan. We'll talk about this in the next lecture. Now you will use these graphs to adjust your colors to obtain pure white, pure black, and to balance your midtones and to adjust your saturation over here. How to precisely read the scopes. On the right corner, you have 3 icons here. You can put one scope up, that's the waveform now. You can change, for example, to parade, or you can put 2 up and decide which one you want to see. For example, you change to vector scope or you go back to waveform. And you can put them the 4 up as it was before. I'm going to put them 1 up and go to the waveform and just scale it down so it fits the video. I'm going to show you something interesting. How to read the waveform. On the left side of the waveform is the left side of your frame. On the right side of the waveform is the right side of your video. And you are reading from left to right exactly according to the video left to right. Top to bottom, you are reading from blacks to whites. And if you look at your frame here, you notice you have a lot of white here that is represented by this white over here. And also here you have some kind of white that is around the midtones and the whites. Also you have certain black here that is represented just over here. And then you have some white here. It's most probably his sleeves and his neck over here. So left to right is like the frame, and up to down is blacks to whites. So you can really determine how these colors are spread. You notice, for example, in this area you have blue, then under it there is green, and then under it there is red. They are not equally spread. There is little red compared to blue. If you come to the menu for waveform, you click on the dots over here. You will have Y, that's the luma, and red, green, blue. If you click on Y, you will cancel red, green, blue, and all you see here is the luminance. How bright are your colors? And they are all mixed here. There is no way to know which one is red, which one is green, or which one is blue. You can also work on one color at a time. For example, I take the blue, and you notice now you can see only the blue and decide exactly how you want to work with the blue. And then you can use only the green if you like, or the red only, and the luma, which puts all of them. You can adjust the brightness of the waveform. You haven't touched the image at all, just the brightness of the graph. Let's go to another waveform. I will click here and go to parade, for example. Now, the parade is the same as waveform, but will display 3 graphs. You have the graph for the red, green, and blue. And the graph for the red starts from the left, that is the left of the frame, and on the right is the right of the frame. It will help you a lot to match the red, green, blue. So you want the same graph somehow, or the same top and bottom for red, green, blue. We will go through that in detail, don't worry. Within the parade, if you come to its menu, you can put on the luma. Here you are. So now you're seeing the same graphs, but they are all white. If you like it, that's very fine. I don't personally. I prefer to see RGB so I don't get mixed up. Now let's change and go to the vector scope. And you notice here you have the options here. One of the main options is show skin tone indicator. If you check it, show you that on this line you should have your skin tone. It's independent of the race, by the way. You will already see it over here. Now I think you know how to read these scopes. It's as easy as I told you. Don't complicate things, make them very easy. I can assure you, as soon as you learn about the color wheels, you are able to do some very good color correction. Thank you, and I will see you in the next lecture.